Hi, I'm David Vinjamori, and this is Brand New. In Brand News today, 20th Century Fox is teaming up with Walmart to promote its new film, Deadpool 2. Walmart stores will carry a specially designed display where Deadpool replaces the title characters in 16 different Fox films, including Fight Club, Predator, and X-Men. The Merc with a Mouth also features in My Cousin Vinny and Edward Scissorhands. For Deadpool 3, the studio is looking to do something even bigger. Deadpool will reportedly take over several high-profile jobs for a day, including Mayor of New York City, a Supreme Court Justice, and that super annoying barista at your local Starbucks. The New York Metropolitan Transit Authority has barred sex toy manufacturer Unbound from displaying a series of artist-created posters from New York City subways. The MTA claims that the ads violate rules against promoting indecent materials to minors and any display of offensive sexual materials. Unbound, which markets its toys to women, pointed out that the subway has allowed major pharmaceutical companies to display erectile dysfunction ads. When asked for a comment, MTA Chairman Joseph J. Lota said, "They're not the same thing at all. Our rules are hard and fast." Papa John's will soon be getting its fourth new CMO in 5 years, as the chain announced that the current CMO, Brandon Roden, will leave shortly after less than a year on the job. Before joining Papa John's, Roden was credited with helping turn around Wendy's in his 6 years there. Papa John's CEO Steve Ritchie is apparently convinced that some new blood will turn things around for the struggling chain. Quick tip for any Papa John's board members watching: if the first 3 CMOs didn't turn things around, the problem is probably you. Lord & Taylor, a struggling upscale retailer, is partnering with Walmart to create an online store at walmart.com that will offer more than 125 fashion brands. This will allow Walmart to access an important new customer base, rich folks who are also super cheap. For Lord & Taylor, let's face it, they're ready to try anything. In related news, Lord & Taylor will be introducing new greeters to its 50 retail stores. In our main story today, advertising agencies are desperately struggling with diversity. Having been called out in 2017 for a lack of diversity in hiring and advertising, agencies are struggling to take action. The World Federation of Advertisers, a global trade association which met recently in Tokyo, introduced a guide to diversity to help both advertisers and agencies understand the need for diversity. Now, diversity might be a political issue when it comes to government hiring, the female teacher in Texas who was barred from a classroom for showing a picture of her wife to students, or who gets the lead role in a Star Wars film. But when it comes to advertising, it shouldn't be a political issue at all. Now, though I'm technically biracial, I believe I can explain this to white corporate executives with just 10 terms. See if you recognize them: juggalo, pop, youper, cattywampus, commode, mudding, sig alert, guac, hella, ope. Those are all words that white people who are not from Manhattan use regularly. In this case, the terms are from Michigan, the South, California, and Kansas. If you're doing regional advertising and your creative team isn't from the region, there's a pretty good chance that they'll stumble over some dialect or cultural artifacts that could short-circuit your advertising and kill your brand. Now, let's do a thought exercise. Imagine there were other groups of people, not just Southerners, Californians, Michiganders, and Kansans. Imagine that they counted up to almost 1/3 of the population of the entire United States. And imagine that they also had unique words, cultural memes, and different thoughts and preferences. Now, imagine that you'd like to sell something to them, but you have no idea about any of the many different cultural groups that make up this group of people. That's the diversity problem in advertising and brands in a nutshell. Advertising is too white, too Ivy League, too lower Manhattan, and too affluent to do a good job of selling to the rest of the nation. Hiring Black, Asian, and Hispanic professionals, plus older creatives and folks from around the country, just makes business sense. Because if you don't figure it out, little specialty agencies started by these different groups of ignored people are eventually going to steal clients from advertisers, and entrepreneurial niche brands are going to do the same things to big brand companies. That's Brand New for today. See you next time.